Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Amazing Spider-Man issue 790. So this is the Fall of Parker Part 2. Parker Luck. This comic actually was a really good reflection back on where Peter Parker should be, according to enough people at least, podcasts and everything considered. Basically, Parker is on a world tour, at least around the States. So, whatever. World tour around the States makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, he's trying to apologize to as many people as possible. And some of them are being recorded and whatnot. But for the most part, he's with Harry Osborn, Harry Leidman now. And he's trying to apologize to people one small handful at a time. It's almost like, the lawyers are in there and whatnot. And he's hearing people's grievances, but he keeps on repeating some of the same things over again. It doesn't really matter. The idea is he's at least doing this. I mean, how many times does a big corporate conglomerate screw over every single person imaginable and they're just like, yeah, whatever. It's Randy and deal with it. So it is good to see Parker actually giving the apologies. At the same time, right when he's about to finish the last possible thing, and maybe it's because he's having regrets and he should have these regrets, he comes across this moment where he's got to get out of Parker's skin and get into Spider-Man's skin. He goes for a swing around the city, completely screws over Harry. Not cool. This guy's going to have stress for years. I mean, like when this guy winds up getting a freaking tumor because of all the stress that Parker's putting him through, what's he going to do then? Oh, it's all my fault. Yes, it is your fault. Shut up. Stop saying things are your fault and just start fixing things before they're broken. It's called preventative maintenance, for crying out loud. Anyway, so... all that considered, I like the idea that Human Torch did become a, bad puns here, hothead, and get mad at Parker and be like, dude, I can't believe you're actually selling the Baxter building. Realistically, when you think about it, can you genuinely name a more iconic building, a more iconic place in the Marvel Universe than the Baxter building? So the idea that Parker would be selling this thing, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna take care of all these people who I don't know, who I technically screwed over, but, not really, whatever it is, what it is. Instead of just replacing their products and trying to rebuild the name. Instead, he's just I'm going to sell the Baxter building to settle these lawsuits. Dude, are you kidding me? Instead, go through with the lawsuits. Just because you got a lawsuit against you doesn't mean you're guilty. Holy crap, are you freaking kidding me? So, yeah, selling the Baxter building, that's just dumb. And I guess it does make sense that Johnny would forgive Parker. These two are probably some of the best friends. I mean, when you compare best friends in the Marvel Universe, this is easily one of them. But the idea that he's actually going to just be cool with it by the end, nah, that was a bit much. Honestly, yeah, he deserves to singe his butt. Just a little. Anyway, I do like the ending. I do like that Robbie Robertson called him. He's like, hey, come on over. Let's do something science-y. Now, I don't know exactly where this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to give, Parker a particularly huge paycheck, especially after he was just a corporate conglomerate millionaire. But much like what Johnny Storm said, you really shouldn't have been the CEO. You could have been in charge. You could have been this, that, whatever, and just get out of there. But let someone else actually be the CEO. Let other people do things, and he's going to know this. It's like, it's about family. It's about having friends, about having family. It's about putting the right people in place. And yeah, Parker has always tried to do everything himself. I know a lot of people, oh my God, no, this isn't Peter Parker. Yeah, actually, this kind of is. Parker's always put the weight of the world on himself. He's always tried to handle things on his own from Amazing Fantasy issue number 15 for the most part. He's always tried to handle everything himself. So yeah, I'm actually okay with this. I'm totally okay with this. I'm not okay with him getting rid of the Baxter building. And I would actually like a little bit of consistency in the sense that, yeah, he's got 15 million, this Johnny Storm in the bank or whatever, but didn't he also just inherit whatever was left of all of the inventions from Reed Richards over in Uncanny Avengers? I believe that was issue number 27. So if he's got, so this is actually extra money. There's a lot more than 15 million stuck up in the bank to be able to afford a doorknob. So with all that money, plus all the stuff is actually in the Baxter building. So where's that stuff going to go now? He's going to get a little storage space? I mean, come on, man. Come on. So yeah, there is a little bit of inconsistency here. I do think that a little bit more collaboration needs to happen to make these comics a bit more fluid. Nonetheless, I'm still going to give this comic a B+. This was a good read. I enjoyed this. Once again, seeing the so-called Parker luck falling down on Spider-Man, which is basically just his bad decisions coming back to haunt him. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.